Um, so, first of all, I wanted to thank you for meeting today outside our normal session times. In the past, you've mentioned that things outside your routine can be a bit challenging. So I felt that it was really important today, first up, to acknowledge your flexibility as an example of how far you've come in a relatively short amount of time.
Yes, that's true. All thanks to you.
No. I'm in the passenger seat, Emma. You're in the driver's seat. So I guess you're wondering why we're meeting today.
Yes, I'm very curious, actually.
Okay. Look, I've really enjoyed working together and our time together so far. So this hasn't been an easy decision to make. I need to let you know that I've accepted a job with another organisation, which means that we won't be able to continue working together. And really, we've got about four sessions left.
Wow, I just don't know what to say. This is a shock. And hearing you say that really hits me. I've honestly come such a long way, and I couldn't have done it without your help. When we first started working together, I didn't think it was possible. Enrolling in TAFE, getting a place to live, dealing with Centrelink. You've helped me figure out on how to handle everything, even when things seem impossible. And also, now I have a roof over my head, and I actually feel like I'm building a life for myself. You've been a huge part of that.
Thanks, Emma. It's I can see that this is not what you've expected to hear, and it's come as quite a shock, and that it's been really important for you to have me in your corner. You know, while I've been your main contact, you have a whole team on your side. You've built a lot of positive connections. There's Jake in housing, Poppy, the financial counsellor, and the community supports too.
Yes, I do. It's comforting to know that the team will be still here for me and that I can keep working with Jake and Poppy.
Mm.
They have been helpful and I do trust them. I guess it's just hard to imagine not having you as my person to go to when things get tough, you know? But at the same time, it's reassuring to know that I won't be on my own just yet. It doesn't feel quite the same knowing that you won't be around though.
It sounds like there's a mix of comfort and uncertainty. And you know what? That's really understandable, especially when you've come to rely on me for support. The fact that you trust Jake and Poppy, though, is huge, a huge positive. And I can see how it would be tough to imagine things without having me as the go-to when things are challenging. It's a big change, and I recognise that for you. And it's okay to feel a bit clunky in that shift, but I'm really glad that you're not feeling completely alone, and that you know that you've got the team there for you. I'm sure they'll be they'll help you through any of your challenges, you know, in their own ways, even if it's not the same.
Yeah, true.
And I can see that you're processing, you know, this is a lot, right? And it's you're processing the prospect of a really big change. Do you want to tell me some more about that, perhaps?
Yes, so it is actually a big shock, and I feel like very overwhelmed. Losing someone who has been such a steady part of my support system feel like a huge shift, and I guess I'm still wrapping it around my head, what it will be without you. And it's not just about losing someone to talk to you, but also the change in how things might go day to day. I'm trying to stay open with what comes next because I have to accept the change, and it's definitely a bit overwhelming right now. So,
Yeah. I can imagine how overwhelming it must feel.
mm,
It's not just about losing a steady support either. It's about the uncertainty of what the next chapter will bring. It's okay to feel that way, and because it's such a big transition now. And it's natural to need some time to adjust. But I'm really pleased that You're sounding like you're still going to stay open to what comes next. That shows a lot of strength, even when things feel up in the air. Um, Tell me, can you think of some positive outcomes from our time together other than TAFE and finding a house?
Yes, Erin, I'm feeling like I can make my own decisions now, and I am more independent now than I've ever been in my life. I'm making new friends, starting conversations with people, and I'm exploring new interests. For example, you can see the pond in the background. This is my new favorite hobby, and yeah.
Emma, that's amazing to hear. It sounds like you're embracing this new chapter in your life with confidence and curiosity. The fact that you're feeling more independent and actively making new connections is such a huge step forward for you. And I love that you're diving into new interests like your plants. I mean, you've got a little gift there, a green thumb. And you know, plants are such a great way to nurture both your physical environment and your mind. It must feel really empowering to have this ownership of your life.
Yes, I actually really appreciate you noticing that. It feels great to hear that someone other than me noticing these things. I've worked hard to get to this point, and it's nice to reflect on how much more in control I feel in my life. It's been a journey, and I'm excited about where it's taking me. So thank you for acknowledging that. It really means a lot to me.
Of course. I'm thankful to have witnessed your achievements, no matter how big or small. Now, tell me, how best can I support you in making this transition feel as smooth as possible? So far, what I've done is organised a case outline for the next worker so that they'll be across our work together, and you won't have to tell your story if you don't really want to. You don't have to repeat anything. Is there anything specifically you'd like me to mention?
I think it would be great if you and I worked on some new goals together so the new worker and I have a clear direction.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Emma. Great idea. We have 4 sessions left, so I can absolutely do that. Would it be helpful to arrange a meet and greet with the new worker? I can be there if you like.
Yes, that would be great, Erin. It will make me feel more comfortable, I guess. Yeah.
All right. Okay. And how would you feel if I mentioned you'd like the routine of the same appointment times and venues that we have currently?
Yes, I would appreciate that. The less the change, the better.
Okay, perfect. And last, I wonder if you have a preferred gender for the next worker.
Thank you for asking that. I would feel more comfortable to speak to a woman, especially because of some things in my past.
Okay, perfect. I know this has been a lot for you to take in, and I want to make sure you feel as supported now as you have been during all our time together. Is there anything you're concerned about that you haven't mentioned? Anything that you feel unclear about, or some feeling that's coming up that you want to share with me?
None, because we already spoke during the conversation today, and I'm pleased that I have some time left with you so that if anything does pop up for me, I can speak to you about it.
Yeah, you absolutely can. You know how to contact me if you need to have a chat for our next session. I'm conscious of time, so before I go, I wanted to thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. Your commitment to yourself and our relationship has not gone unnoticed. Um, and seeing your drive and tenacity to achieve your goals has been a privilege and an honour. And I wish you all the best for your future.